What's up to Lion Talk Live? So we love you too, buddy.
What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Duke Crew. This is Ball Hawk Ifeatu Melifonwu of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
I love nothing more than watching Lions Talk Live every morning. Woo!
Well, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton. I want to thank you all for joining me here today, Lions Talk Live morning show edition, and more importantly, it's a game day show edition. So I want to just go out and say right now, the Lions got an opportunity to do something here today that they haven't done in a real long time, and we'll get into that during the main topic of the show. But with all that being said, I think the Lions also have an opportunity to really put a stranglehold on the potential for them to go out and actually make the playoffs this particular day. You go out and you go 8-1. I think it's going to be pretty dang hard for you to not make the playoffs. Of course, we say that, and as we all know, the Philadelphia Eagles had a phenomenal start to their season before they crash and burn. So hopefully the Lions don't pull a Philly, but whatever it is, Lions going to go into a hostile environment today into Texas, and they're going to try to sweep the state of Texas with a win today. Also facing that, they are going to try to do everything they can to push themselves up a little further in the NFC North and the NFC overall. All right, before we get into all the jibber jabber, all that, today, just so you guys know, 5 headlines now will not be 5 headlines now. It'll be more like 275 headlines now, because we've got a couple different things to throw at you guys and see what you have to say about today's big matchup. What are we going to do to replace Taylor Decker? Is Panay moving over? Whatever. Houston Texans. Is Tank Dell in? Is he out? Nico Collins in or out? We'll try to identify that, although nothing official has been reported as of yet. I'm going to let you know that right up front. All right, if you haven't yet subscribed to the Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so. We are about 60-some subs away from hitting 10,900, and from there, obviously, the march is on to 11,000. Also, it's free of charge. If you have a half second of time, reach on down and hit that thumbs up button, that like button. As you probably know, it helps out all YouTube content creators exponentially. Last but never least, if you are considering buying or selling a property anywhere in the great state of Michigan, you can reach on out to me and let me try to give you over 30 years of experience from working in the industry. You now see my number on the screen, 269-998-2384. Whether you live in Iron Mountain, whether you live in Detroit, whether you live in St. Joe, whatever it is. Primarily, I work in Southwest Michigan, so we'll just say, Grand Rapids, over to the lakes, down to the Indiana border, over to, Battle Creek, Ann Arbor, and south. But I do also cover the whole state. So if you need some help, go ahead and give me a call or text. If you're outside the state of Michigan, you can still contact me. Just I got to do some things a little bit differently. All right, with all those formalities now out of the way, let's go ahead and get over to the first segment of the day. And it will be a special one because, like I said, it will not be just 5 headlines now. It'll be many headlines now. Yeah, and I didn't want to change the pop-up there from 5 headlines to many headlines, but it is what it is. Let's work with me here a little bit. Throw me a little rope. All right, Detroit Lions, Brian Branch fined following Packers game. Sports Illustrated, John Macaron on this one. And yes, if you guys were not aware, Brian Branch did get kicked out of last week's game, did drop a big boom on a Packers player. And then, yes, the NFL, not the officials on the field, but the NFL actually called in from their offices and said, hey, Brian Branch, you're going to have to sit out the rest of this game. Brian Branch eloquently expressed himself to the on-field officials about his interpretation of that rule and verdict. And then as he was leaving the stadium, I don't know if you noticed, but he expressed his love and desire to be there in Lambeau Field and to chat eloquently with Packers fans. So, yes, he did give them a double salute, you could say. A week before the Marines' birthday, he wanted to make sure he paid homage to everybody out in Packerville. He did that, and now it's going to fine him, or the NFL is going to fine him over over $20,000 in total. He got 2 separate penalties. One was for $10,128, and then he was tacked on an additional $10,128 for the all salutes, I guess you could say, to Packers fans. All right, moving on from that, NFL executives pick Lions brass to take home end of the year awards in midseason voting. This is from Fanside, story by Kinu Sai, and what we can say with this. So there's a panel that Fanside runs with a mixture of coaches, scouts, executives, general managers, that they do yearly polls at the midway point and then obviously at the end of the year. Lions actually had a couple of people get thoughts and praise from that panel or poll, and Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes were among them. Dan Campbell is the current leader, according to Fanside, and everybody who was willing to take part in this, to be the coach of the year. I think everybody would get that and understand that Lions are 7-1, potentially going 8-1 tonight, and yes, perhaps the best team in the NFL. Lions, we all get it. They were the laughing stock in the NFL for a gajillion years, and now they might be the creme of the creme. They might be the model in which everybody else tries to replicate and follow to revitalize their respective franchises. The other part, as you probably already were aware from me announcing it, Brad Holmes got GM of the year. A lot of this is they give in more and more information. It's the amount of respect the Detroit Lions general manager is receiving nationwide from people in the industry. Is it how well they conduct their drafts, the amount of success they have with those drafts. And then obviously, they haven't been perfect in free agency, but they've made some real nice free agent additions that have come on in and helped transform this team into potentially the best in the entire league. So kudos to both Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell on those awards. Mid-season as they may be, let's hope they continue throughout the rest of the season. All right, moving on from that. Detroit, quote, Detroit truly has changed. Former Lions defensive tackle praises team. This is from the New York Times. Lisa Kruss on this one. And if you guys don't remember or know who this guy is, Damon Snacks Harris, oh man, it was probably about 7 years ago or right around there that he was acquired from the New York Football Giants midseason to become a Detroit Lion. In fact, he played a 17-game schedule that season, because he played for New York during their non-bye week, or Detroit's bye week, came on in and now had to play an additional game for the Lions. He goes on to talk about the fact that the Lions acquired Zadarius Smith this week, actually gave him a couple days off, didn't force him to come in right away, and he was commenting about when he played for the Lions and was acquired by the Lions, he had to get on a plane immediately, fly on over, and play just a couple days later. And he said, man, that flight messed up his knees. He was kind of jam-packed. His knees swelled up, and the Lions still wanted him to play, even though he didn't think he was fully ready to go. But at any rate, Damon Snacks Harris does come out and say, man, it's just a different franchise now than it was then, and it's not that long ago. But he did come on over. He thinks it's a real good move that the Lions have done, showing Smith a lot of, fluidity in his ability to have a bit of a bye week, sort of come on in, and then potentially play tonight down in Houston. So give Snacks Harris a thumbs up for saying, hey, Detroit Lions organization, this isn't your dad's Detroit Lions organization. This is the brand new Lions. All right, defensive end Zadarius Smith on joining the Lions after trade speculation, the Detroit News. So he does come out. If you haven't seen the video, go ahead and check it out. You can Google it or watch it on YouTube. Z Smith, whatever you want to refer to him as, he's pretty pumped to be here. He was very expressive when he was in Cleveland about, man, oh man, if the Lions were able to go get me, I'd probably be okay with that. Wink, wink. And he did talk about it a few times. Now that he's here, he says how well he likes the team. He can see just through one practice why they're a contender, just the way they handle things, they address things, how they treat players. And sort of like we were just talking about with Snacks Harris, you can see just where the coaching staff puts players in a position to win, succeed, heal, stay healthy. They don't overburden them. They show them some respect. They believe players will make the right decisions if you help guide them along the way. And I think he's pretty spot on with it. You can see more and more every time we have a free agency window in Detroit, people want to come and be a Detroit Lion. People want what we have here. And let that sink in if you've been a Lions fan for a while, because we all know It used to be one of the biggest things. Nobody wanted to play here unless they were ending their career and just trying to get one more paycheck, a big deal or something like that. And even when they were here, they might kind of talk poorly about the franchise under their breath. But that's no longer the case. You can see the Detroit Lions really are the darlings of the NFL, not just in the national media, but throughout the player base. You want to be drafted by Detroit. You want to sign with Detroit if you're a free agent. If you can be traded to Detroit, obviously like Zadarius Smith, you're going to want to go do it. And in his situation, since he is getting a little older, he wants an opportunity to win a Super Bowl. And you know what? He thinks the Lions can do it. All right, Cincinnati Bengals acquire former Detroit Lions wide receiver Isaiah Williams. Sports Illustrated, story by James Rappin. So Lions were in a tough spot here. They needed to add a couple more pieces to the team. 53-man roster, hey, you can't keep everybody happy. You had to cut Isaiah Williams. He's got a ton of promise. You even heard MCDC talk about it. They struggled with it, but they felt like at the end of the day, he was the one spot they could let go of and have the most consistency at depth at wide receiver. Let him go, and not a big surprise. Somebody was going to claim him, and somebody did claim him. Lickety split. Lions weren't getting him back. They realized that was probably going to happen. They had to make a choice. It was a business decision. And now all you can say for Isaiah Williams is that you hope he latches on with the Bengals and has a real good career. All right. Like I said, we got to have 5 headlines. We got a few headlines. Detroit Lions versus the Houston Texans. Can the Lions reach longest win streak since 1995? Yes, I reported on that team. And yes, I worked the sidelines in most of those games, not every home game, but I worked a lot of those games. And I can remember 1995, among other teams in the 90s for Lions, that was a pretty dang good one. The Lions went out there. They did a lot of good stuff. And yes, they won 7 in a row. By the way, it's tonight's game, the Sunday Night Football game. It's the first season with 2 Sunday Night Football appearances in the franchise since 2012, when the Lions lost to the San Francisco 49ers in September and then the Green Bay Packers in December. More recently, the Lions have won 3 straight on NBC following a 6-game skid when the network picked up the late Sunday slot. After dark, likewise, the Lions have won 6 straight. It's their longest winning streak since 1995 and the 5th longest in franchise history. Following that 95 run, the 7-gamer in 1962, an 8-gamer in 1931, and yes, I'm sure most of us remember that one, as the Plymouth Portsmouth Spartans, and a 10-game win streak in 1934. Yes, I did not cover that game if you were going to ask. But the Lions have an opportunity here to do some real good stuff. I think they win tonight. I'll say it right now. I think when you win tonight in Houston, I do believe you'll win next week against the Jags. I also believe you'll win the following week against, the Indianapolis Colts. And that sets up, hey, Broski Bear, if you're watching, you're listening, I'm guessing you're not looking forward as much as you once were to that matchup with the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving Day game. But Lions can, obviously, in the NFL, you can lose at any time, any given week. We all know the old mantra, any given Sunday, somebody can rise, somebody else can fall. But I think the Lions are in pretty good shape to win out a lot of these games. And then the question becomes, who can beat the Detroit Lions the rest of this regular season? The only things that come to mind to me easily is that potentially maybe a 49ers, maybe Minnesota. I mean, Green Bay, you can't overlook them. Is it possible Chicago can win? Absolutely. They've got a pretty good defense. It's just whether or not that offense can produce enough to keep them relevant in the game. I think that would be the big question for me when it came to the Bears. There could be somebody else on the schedule. Maybe, hey, I've learned a long time ago as a coach, you're going to lose one every year that you didn't think you should. Now, whether that was the Tampa Bay game or another game this year, I don't know. And you're probably going to win a game somebody didn't think you were going to win. So go with all that. All right, real quick, NFC North quarterback power rankings. This is the Week 10 edition. Jordan Love needs to get healthy. Well, you know what? I hope Jordan Love stays unhealthy. Me being a selfish Lions fan that I am, hey, we're not going to make this a long segment, but I figured we'd just go through it. So according to MSN.com and Eric Fisher, they got Caleb Williams as the worst quarterback in the NFC North. And I don't think there'd be much of a debate of that. He's a rookie. He's going through a lot of learning opportunities. He has played decent in spots. He's also looked like a complete rookie at other spots. He's also probably got a lot of people in Chicago going, man, we should have taken Daniels Instead, hey, Washington's got him, and kudos to them because he looks pretty dang good. But anyways, Caleb Williams is number 4. Jordan Love, probably a lot of people want to figure this at the start of the year. They probably would have said he was the best quarterback in the NFC North. But this year, he has struggled a little bit. Now, some of that's because of injuries. Some of that's different situations. It all started in Brazil. He didn't have the greatest outing, but it looked like they were about ready to win the game, or at least have the opportunity to, when he obviously damaged his MCL. Thankfully for the Packers and Jordan Love, it wasn't a season ender, but he might have wanted a season ender the way this season has gone. He's thrown interceptions left and right, including a couple really ugly pick sixes. One of them to Kirby Joseph and the Detroit Lions just last week. So, hey, we'll see what happens for him the rest of the way. But right now, Jordan Love is not looking like the guy who got that big, massive contract. He's looking like a guy trying to figure things out. The next, number 2, is going to be Sam Darnold. Talk about a renaissance to your career. He's done just that, and he's probably going to buy himself into a new contract in the offseason. Whether it's with the Vikings or somebody else, we'll have to wait and see. But Sam Darnold, he's been steady Eddie. He hasn't been over the top great, but you know what he hasn't done? He hasn't hurt his team. So he's number 2 in the NFC North. And then, of course, that leaves number 1, Jared Goff. Jared Goff, we did a video yesterday on it. I'm not going to rehash it all, but I did a video that I just figured why not break down the season he's had, what he's come from when he was in LA or even the start of his time here in Detroit, and where he is now. What you can see with Jared Goff is he is now a veteran in every form of the word, veteran quarterback in the NFL. It's hard to catch him off guard with what you're doing defensively just because he's seen so much of it now after 9 seasons in the league, or on his 9th season, I should say. He hasn't actually completed it yet, but he takes care of the ball. His pre-snap and post-snap reads, I don't think a lot of people, that's one thing I got comments on yesterday. So let me clarify this. Pre-snap read, you're the quarterback, you're at the line of scrimmage, you're already starting to dissect what they're trying to do to you on defense. So you may make adjustments at that point. Now, post-snap, what does that mean? Not all the time, but a lot of time, it's the second to maybe half second to maybe on the plus side, a second and a half when you first hike the ball, especially someone who does a lot of play action passes. So if I'm Jared Goff, I hike the ball, and right away, I've already got my eyes fixated on a particular spot. I want to see when I go to turn my back, if I'm going to run play action, who's coming and who's not. I've got my eyes on a guy real quick, and as I hike the ball and I start turning, I can tell where he is or is not going to go at that half second. So when I turn, I know where to go with my next progression down the field. So I guess I could do a deeper dive on that at some point with a different video. But all right, Jared Goff, number 1 in the NFC North. Probably rambling on a little too much with that. All right, so from that, we're going to go on to the predictions and a couple other aspects with the show. So real quick, let's bring up the next segment of the show. All right, we got a few predictions for you guys, and everybody likes predictions. Everybody likes to talk about this, that, and the other thing, so let's dive on into it. Dave Burkett says the Texans sit comfortably in first place in the AFC South, but this game does not have quite as much juice as it did early in the season. Give Houston's meandering play. That's a good word, by the way. Stroud has looked like a young quarterback at times, and the Texans have lost 2 of their past 3 games. They're still dangerous because of Mixon and the defense. If they win the turnover battle, they might end up beating the Lions and bringing the streak to a close. Either way, he does have the Lions winning 30-20. Carlos Menares, he's got the Lions winning 29-20. And then, let's see, Jeff Seidel, he picks the Lions to win 35-24. Sean Windsor, and all these guys are with the free press, in case you're wondering, predicts the Lions to win 26-20. So what say you guys to all that? Who are your score predictions? Go ahead and throw them in the comment section. You guys know I'll be reading through these, but I do believe the Lions have a real good opportunity today to go out and get a win, and a big win here today. You win here today, you're pretty much assured of an opportunity to win the NFC. Well, let me not say the NFC North, but you're going to get to the playoffs. But I guess I could probably go with that. I think they're going to get out there. I think they're going to get in there. I think they're going to win today, and they will find a way to win the NFC North and the NFC overall. But what say you, Do Crew? Let me know in the comments section below. All right, now we're going to go on to the rooting guide for today, and not much of one. There's no trades involved, so let's just kind of dive through this. Here, I'll even bring it up on the screen for you guys, even though it probably doesn't ultimately matter too much. NFL scores. Now you got them. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger for you guys. All right, as good as it can be, I guess. All right, so let's see. Let's get to the top of the screen here. Today, Giants-Panthers. This one starts at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what? It's really up to you guys who to root for. I'm just going to, out of spite, root for the Panthers just because, hey, Giants, why not root against the Giants? Saints-Falcons, I'm going with the Saints. Hey, just try to knock down the Falcons, keep their seeding a little bit lower. Bears and Patriots, excuse me. I'm going to go with a P-A-T-S, Pats, all day. Keep the Bears beat down and keep them, I don't know, not feeling too good about themselves. Steelers, Commanders, I'm going to go with the Steelers just because the Commanders, hey, they're going to be battling for seeding in the NFC North, NFC, and we want to keep them obviously below the Lions. Jags, Vikings, it would be a heck of a thing for the Jags to get a win here against the Vikings. I don't personally see it happening, but hey, maybe the Jags can do us a solid and knock off the Vikings. Also today, later today, let's see, we got Broncos, Chiefs. Well, let's just go with the Broncos just so the Chiefs can get rid of that 0. Their O's got to go if you ask me. Buccaneers, 49ers. I'm going to go with the Bucks just to knock off the 49ers. Hey, I'd like to see the 49ers fall down whenever possible. Bills, Colts. I'm going to go with the Colts to beat the Bills. As far as rooting guide, I don't think it will happen, but I'm going to root on the Colts. Also today, you got U of M to the west. That is the Chargers against the Titans. Probably not a chance in heck for the Titans to win, but you know what? I'm going to root them on either way. Cardinals, Jets. I'm going to root for Rodgers and the Jets, just so the Cardinals, again, can lose potentially some seeding, keep them a little bit lower than the Lions. Cowboys, Eagles, same as the Cardinals and Jets. I'm going to root for the Cowboys to beat the Eagles. The Eagles are no joke. They are playing more and more like they were a year ago and starting to figure some things out. I do believe come the playoffs, they're going to make it, and they'll be one of the tougher teams for the Lions to face. All right, and then obviously Lions and Texans, I'm going to root for the Lions all day long. The last of this week's games will be Dolphins at the Rams. I'm rooting for the Dolphins because you know what? I'm kind of over the idea of playing the Rams in the playoffs and having the whole Stafford Goff debate over and over and over again. All right, say your own thoughts on the rooting guide, but there you go. All right, now let's go ahead and get over to the main topic of the day. Main topic of the day, Lions got a lot of different opportunities to set NFL records today. Yes, from a franchise standpoint, you get to win today. You tie one of your longest win streaks in, 30 years is what we can say, 29 years. Now, beyond that, like we were also talking about earlier, this puts you in a position to set franchise records because I do believe you're going to win the next 3 games. You know what? That 7-game win streak's now a 10-game win streak. You tie your franchise record. And you could say you'd set a new record for the Detroit Lions, not the Portsmouth Lions or whatever, or Spartans. But, hey, you'd see the Lions get into real rare air where 20 years from now, people are going to be talking about this year's Detroit Lions team, how powerful they were, how good they were, how deep they were, how young, all the above. The Lions have some real opportunities here, but it goes beyond just the team's records. Jared Goff has another 140-plus, QBR rating today. He sets another NFL record throughout the history of this league. And you know what? This guy, he's been so spot on for 2 months now. It's hard to see him all of a sudden falling apart. The Texans defense, yes, they can put some pressure on you, but I think if the Lions running game is going, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the Texans to find ways to get to Goff. We all know Will Anderson's not going to be out there. Doesn't mean they don't have other weapons. Doesn't mean they can't blitz. But like we put in yesterday's video, you may not want to blitz Jared Goff. Against the blitz, and when the Lions run play action against the blitz, something they've been doing at a larger and larger rate, Goff is completing nearly 83% of his passes. Let that sink in. It's almost impossible to get him to throw an incompletion when you blitz, and the Lions decide to counter that with play action pass. Against just the straight out blitz, the Lions are still, Goff is still completing over 70% of his passes. But you know what? Goff is on fire. He's in fuego, and he is going to probably set, realistically, he's already set 8 NFL records this season. Realistically, he's probably going to set 1 or 2 more the rest of the way. So Jared Goff has an opportunity to set records. Some of those records now extend to Amon-Ra St. Brown. You're probably all definitely aware that Jared Goff and St. Brown have now completed 30 straight passes together. They complete just 7 more, they're going to set an NFC record. So let that sink in. More records coming your way. I got more records coming your way. The Lions with Jahmyr Gibbs and then also Dave Montgomery, if they continue their torrid pace, then they will set, guess what? Another NFL record by season's end for having the most yards from a dual running back combination in NFL history. And that's not rushing yards, that's total yards. Because these guys have been involved in the passing game, they've been involved in the running game. And you know what? I do think it's going to, when everything's said and done with the regular season, this Lions running back duo will be considered the greatest of all time. And we need to really take a moment, sit down, and think about that, because you think about how the NFL used to be wired. It used to be run, pass, run, pass. And you know what? The days of Barry Sanders, let's see, Wheatness, or whoever else you want to bring up, Eric Dickerson, all the guys out there, they were all, for the most part, focused on one particular player. Lions have 2 very, very, very good running backs. And you know what? I think by the end of the season, they are going to be in the history books. All right, Duke Crew, I'm not going to make a long topic about different records. There's probably a few others that I missed on my list as I look ahead here. But let's see what you guys have to say about today's game, any of these topics. Jared Goff, you know what? Who's going to get the most sacks today? How many sacks did the Lions get today? Does Houston have a chance, in your opinion? I'm going to say this right now. I think the Lions are going to win by over 10 points. So I get the line is whatever, 3 points, 4 points, whatever. And thank you guys for explaining to me what a half point means, because I had no clue. I didn't know what the hell that meant yesterday, but you guys cleaned that up to me. But what do you think about today's game? You win today's game. Let me also ask you this. Who do you think is the game that the Lions could lose the rest of the way in the season? And do you want them to even lose another game in the regular season? I don't know. As a coach, I don't ever want to lose a game. That's just me. I'm selfish like that. Thankfully, I haven't done too much of that in my coaching career. It drives me nuts. But the other part is, I think I just want to keep that team feeling as confident as possible, keep working on it. I know some people are going to say we want to lose a game here or there just so that you keep the team focused. With this particular coaching staff and this team, the way they're wired, I'm not so sure it's needed. I think they can go into the postseason and say, hey, we're here to win, business mentality, grab that lunch pail, go to work, whatever you want to say. The go to work bad boys, maybe they'll come up and show out for the go to work Lions. I don't know. All right, guys, let's go over to the comment section and see what you guys have to say. And let me scroll to the top of the screen. And I'm moving. I'm trying to get this thing to go as quick as possible. All right, almost there. And there we go. All right, JDC. Whoop, MP. There it is. Whoop, there it is. All right. Hatman, woo! And back at you. Johnny L., good morning to all you Duke Crew maniacs. Hope all is going well with everybody. Same to you, Johnny L. Good to see you this morning. JDC, tick, tick, tick. Indeed, we're ticking down the times like, I don't know. We're taking it down and getting ready for Sunday Night Football. Hookadoo. Good morning, my brothers of the Duke Crew. One pride. Just say a prayer for the 29-man crew of the Edmund Fitzgerald. She sank November 10th, 1975. Hey, I did not know that, so thank you for that. Let's see. Bo, Jamarcus Jones is interesting, filling in for Decker? Maybe. I mean, he has a lot of NFL starting experience. I actually thought he played pretty dang well this preseason. I was glad that they were able to keep him and somebody else didn't snag him. I'm surprised somebody else didn't try to acquire him and grab him off the practice squad. Brent, good morning. Dan and the Duke Crew. Houston has a problem. The Lions. Ooh, I see what you did there. 34-24. Oh, yeah, I'm down with that. I'd like us to win by that, if not more. Burger Time, good morning, Duke Crew and Dan the man. It's game day. Woo! Let's go, Lions. 100%, my friend, 100%. Good to see you, as always, Burgs. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Hookadoo. Papa Noel, this will be a good way to end the day, exclamation point. I trust the Lions will do well in this game. I think they'll do pretty well, too. Hey, but give nothing but respect to the other team. The other team's got firepower. They've got guys who want to play. They want to win this game. It's on, prime time, Sunday Night Football. They're all aware of it. And I'm going to also guess the NFL has some level of interest in trying to keep the game close. So let that sink in. Bo, happy birthday, Marine. There you go. Yeah, singing happy birthday to him. Hatman, a.k.a. Batman. Amen, Hookadoo. Dennis, and good morning, Dan, the Duke Crew. Same to you, my friend. Quentin, greetings, salutations, Duke Crew. Game day is here. Hope Houston goes off on Houston today. What that would be nice. I would agree with that. It would be nice to see James Houston, Za'Darius Smith, Josh Pascal, Levi Onwuzurike, have them all have a game and get out after it. We all know that Houston's interior offensive line isn't the greatest. The tackles, I wouldn't say they're quite as good as Minnesota's, but they're not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Now, can we use that to our advantage? All right, Hookadoo, top of the morning, Berg. Go Lions. We roared tonight, 100% roar all the way into the end zone multiple times would be nice. Johnny L., when I was a wee little lad, we did a field trip from school to board the USS Emden Fitzgerald. I got to meet the whole crew and everything. So every time I hear that song by Gordon Lightfoot, yeah, you get the chills. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's unfortunate what happened in it. Man, it's hard to believe. It's been basically 50 years. Voltron, days like today are nice. Keep back and watch endless games early leading into our big one. Yeah, you got a whole day of football leading into the Sunday night Lions game. Don, I can bet Sewell is switching to left tackle since Decker is out, but a right tackle is Dan Skipper, ? Giovanni Manu, kid, I hope you're learning fast. Shake my head. Yeah, I don't know who they're going to put in. Could it be Jones? Could it be Skipper? Could it be Manu? I guess we'll find out later today. Man Bear, good morning. Dan LaRue and the Scooby-Doo crew, ! Lions 8-1 after tonight. Oh, yeah, I'm down with that. That would be great to be 8-1. Pat, who will have the big game for us on offense today? Who on defense? That's a good question. Let's just start with this. Start with the running game. I think you're going to force, both. You're going to force Houston to stop that first. Now, does that open up other things for other people because of Goff and the play action pass? Yes, it probably exponentially will. Now, what is Houston going to be able to do? Stop it? I think that'll be the real question. In regards to the defense, who will have the big game? I think it will be someone in the secondary, and that's because you're going to force C.J. Stroud, I am anticipating, into some bad situations where maybe he's got to release the ball a little bit faster than he wanted to. He's got to make some hot reads, and if maybe one of these Lions defenders steps on up like a Kirby Joseph or Brian Branch and snags a few picks here, hey, you put this game out of reach in a hurry. David, good morning. U of M needs a quarterback in the worst way. Thankfully, Detroit does not. Okay, fair enough. And yeah, I didn't watch any of it. I know when I did a video yesterday, a couple of you guys hopped on and said you were done watching the team. I want to say it ended up being a close game, but I didn't watch it, so I don't know. Frank Tate, good morning. Duke Crew, East Side. Woo, woo, woo. Go Lions. Good to see you, Tank. Let's see, Johnny, what do you got? Pat Rock, a bunch of them on both sides of the ball. Fair enough. No one in particular, maybe everybody. Don Burr, what do you think about Jamarco Jones? Well, you will find out. Don, U of M needs a quarterback, a head coach, wide receivers, amongst other things. Okay, it's just a complete rebuild. JDC, Hallelujah Blue Bash, knocking noggins in the NFL. Okay. Bo, all of the above. Fair enough. Don, Booth, I always liked Jones. He's just some of what a hot head temper prompts. Yeah, I know that's probably why he's been released, or I know that's why he's been released from a couple teams, just because he does have some temperamental issues. But you haven't heard anything negative about him his time here in Detroit. Could he step on in? He might be a big home run. The fact that they've been able to hold him and keep him and not have anybody else poach him. All right, and Sosimo, GMCD. Good morning, Duke Crew, maybe? I don't know. Exclamation point. I have a question next spring. What do we really need come draft time? That's a good question. And, hey, if you've been a Lions fan long enough, you start getting to this point in the year, people would already be putting out, mock drafts for the Detroit Lions because that was our Super Bowl. Thankfully, that's no longer the case. In regards to what we need next spring, man, I don't know. The Lions, to me, really could go in so many different directions. My guess is, because they are so line-centric, you're probably looking at them in the first round or second round, adding either a defensive lineman or offensive lineman and starting from there. I don't really think they have a huge need at the skill positions on offense. On defense, it's not going to be anybody in the secondary. The secondary is pretty lights out right now. Linebackers are pretty good. So, yeah, it'd probably be offense or defensive line. At least that's my guess as of right now. All right, Burger Time. We'll see. Zedaeus rumor he's not playing. We'll find out. I know he's questionable, but my guess is, I'll put it this way. If anybody knows if he got on the plane yesterday, then he's playing today. They're not going to put him on the plane if they were not going to play him. So I would say that's your spoiler alert there. And to be fair, I do not know if he got on the plane or not. All right, Hatman, see a Lions win 35-20. Oh, yeah, I'm down with that. Clark, what is going on, you wild and crazy people? Hey, we're just all here hanging out, talking a little bit about the Detroit Lions. Burger Time, 31-17, Lions, baby. I like the way you're thinking. JDC, so some along the second Lions Super Bowl in a row. I see what you did there. Clark, I'll say 34-24 Lions. Good thought there. Johnny, a serious storm front heading to Texas tonight. It's already there, and it's a brewing getting ready for game time. Hoodoo, I'm going with 34-24 Lions roar. I like it. Bo, 35-17. Okay. JDC, woo! And back at you. Sosimo, JDC, well played, sir. I concur. Johnny L, I'm going with the Lions win tonight. I think that would be a good pick there. Phil, good morning. Good Flair morning to you too. Love the picture, old school Ric Flair. Don, I'm going be so many Detroit fans in Houston. Yes, we take over another stadium. I see a sea of blue will be seen on TV tonight. Book it. It is booked there, Donnie Burr. And yes, I concur. I think there will be a whole lot of Lions fans there. Jason, good morning all. Game day, exclamation point. Grab the lunch pail and go to work. Grit for another win. Z Smith with a sack, question mark, Goff above 80% completions, question mark, Superdome or bust. I'll go with all of that. I think you'll see Z Smith get some pressures, get a sack. You'll probably see some other guys get in there too. Lions got to bring pressure. Texans, I don't know how well they'll do blocking it, and we'll see if the Lions defense can rise again. Same with the offense. Big Eddie, great salutations. Keep Goff clean, and we win this one by 10 or more. I think you are right with that. Johnny L, woo, woo, woo. Oh, Sheila, indeed. Frank, think Lions defense is going to hold them under 20 points. Bo, go Lions. I'm down with that, man. The Lions, you don't hear their defense talked about enough, I feel, but they played pretty dang well this year. Jason, the Tree of Destiny is calling. It's getting to be that time. It is, man, that time of the year to see the reveal of the Tree of Destiny. Man, the Lions are the best well-oiled machine in the NFL. Woo! I'll go with that. I think, yeah, man, it's hard to slow them down. Unless we have a bunch of unforeseen things happen to us, I'm not sure you can slow down this entire team. Trey, what's good all? Question mark. Unleash JMO tonight and get Laporta rolling with St. Brown. Can't stop everyone on this offense? No, it will be a monumental task for somebody to go in and stop everything. The only way you can really do it, in my opinion, is to get to Goff early and often and try to just get him rattled. But like we did the video on yesterday, I'm just not seeing Goff really get rattled that much anymore. He's standing in the pocket. He's taking some pressure. Things that used to rattle him don't seem to get to him nearly as much. Bo, I like your thinking there, Frank. There you go. JDC, Tree of Destiny. Correct. Mr. Nico, hey, good to see you. It's been a minute. Hopefully this isn't a trap game, but it's more of a mauling by the Lions. We're looking too good to be true right now. No more same old Lions and more of the new era Lions. One pride. I'm down with that. All the above, my friend. See, Darcy, woo! It's game day. Yes, it is. Matthew, morning burger time. Bo, Tree of Destiny, time of destruction. Okay, TOD, time of destruction. See, Don, the way our fan base travels, it's unmatched. We deserve a segment on ESPN. If we keep doing what we're doing, I'm guessing you almost force ESPN because they're always, especially over the holidays when it's slower, looking for segments. That probably will be a segment they'll run. Just if you've been a Lions fan and over the age of 5, you're mentally conditioned to think all games are trap games. I think there's probably a whole lot of truth to that. Johnny L, NFL, new fling Lions. All right. Let's see. France, laughing out loud, Jess. Boat traps and draws. Ooh, traps and draws game. Don, mousetrap is a lion is versus a lion is no match. Mouse trap versus a lion is no match. I'm down with that. Let's see, Gunny, howdy, Dan and Duke Crew. Happy 249th birthday to the United States Marine Corps. Woo! Yes, go ahead and wish them all. If you know somebody who's been in the Corps, go ahead and wish them a happy birthday. Bo, Simplify, Hatman, Sonic and Knuckles will roll up 200 yards tonight. Book it, Daniel. I'll put it in the books. Phil, watch Captain Jack today. He's getting better by the game. I agree. He's noticeably playing at a higher and higher level with every passing game. Coach Rock, good morning. All great day for football games. Yeah, it is, man. 100%. You're going to have a lot of them before the Lions games. Brett, happy birthday, Marines. There you go. Phil, all the NFC North teams will lose but ours. I like that thought. Doug, what do you got? No Kelvin Johnson, no Barry Sanders, no Hutch. But we are favored to go 8-1 and let that sink in. Go Lions. Yeah, 100%. Some of the superstars maybe not here. Barry Sanders, I don't know if he'd be so great in the backfield anymore. Same with Kelvin. But, hey, if they want to come out of retirement, that would be phenomenal. Bo, thanks, Brett. Agreed. Johnny L., happy birthday to the Jarheads. Laughing out loud. I'm a squid, shell black. All right? Non-Bears play Pats. Vikings play Jags. Let's go Pats. Let's go Jags. Green Bay on a bye. Yes, hopefully Green Bay can lose on a bye. That'd be great. Motown Mitch Green, Sanitation's coach, and Duke Crew. Lions rule, Bears drool. Sonic and Knuckles can't be stopped. Nothing better than a big Texans dinner. Lions about to feast. I hope they do 100%. Bo, let's see. Shell USS Toronto 1982. Okay. Johnny L. Sonic and Knuckles. Let's see. Laundering lightning. A hurricane is coming to Texas tonight. I hope they unleash the fury of the hurricane. Dennis, happy birthday, Marines. I concur. Doug, DeMarco Jones, at least for stability. This team is built to be able to adjust to adversity. Next man up, next team up. I'm down with all of the above. Brett Army, 9-0 and probably going to get left out of the playoffs, even if they beat Notre Dame. Shake my head. Hey, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens for them. But the fact that they're 9-0 and putting themselves in the conversation, that needs to be something. Johnny L. USS Enterprise, 81-85. Okay. Jeff, Iffy and Iman going to be back soon. I agree with that. I think by Thanksgiving. Good thing Mosley didn't have a third ACL. Yes, hopefully he can't tear those things anymore. Trump, back from Mar-a-Lago. Woo! Okay, hopefully you had a good time. Hoogadoo, that's not fair at all, Brent. No, it's not, but we'll see what happens with the committee. Detroit Matt, 28-24. Lions taking this game, and we're going to 8-1. Woo! Yeah, let that, man, 8-1. Would you have guessed it going into the season? I don't even think the great Dan O'Damas had us going 8-1. Mike the Rain Gunny, my dad, Army, mom, Navy, and they made a Marine brother, Navy Chief. Okay, congrats to all of them, and thanks for all their service. Southwest, Detroit has officially took over Houston. If Detroit don't get their best fans, you got to be insane. Yeah, we've got some of the best fans, 100%. Bo, LHA, the next biggest thing next to the Nimitz class. Okay, next biggest thing next to the Nimitz. All right, Joseph C. Good morning, y'all. Coach Dan and Duke Crew, exclamation point. Can't wait to see the beat down that we're going to put on the Texans. Woo! Can't wait to see if Zadarius Smith is going to play. I'm guessing he will if he got on the plane, but again, I don't know if he got on the plane, so somebody else may know. Big D, what up, Duke Crew? Good morning. All 99 problems going to be a problem. There you go. Tony Boy, tonight, boys and gals, I'm okay. Johnny L. Enterprise was bigger. Trump's, thank you for all voting. Yep, okay, yep. Let's see. Ken, Green Sanitation's coach Dan and the Duke Crew, should we be worried? Question mark. Decker is out. Question mark. Thanks, exclamation point. Oh, and hit that like button and share with all your Lions friends. Yes, if you could, that'd be great. Worried? No. I mean, I would like to think that no one player is that important to a team. Of course, you're saying that you lose your starting quarterback. That's always going to change things. But I think we'll be able to survive Decker being out tonight. Of course, somebody's got to step up and play pretty well. Let's see, break time. Jesus, yes, Jesus is a person. Doug, I've been watching the Detroit Lions for 67 years. For real, exclamation point. Watched parts of the 57 championship as it was happening. Oh, hey, man, I hope you enjoyed it. Damon, game one of the second half of the season, exclamation point. Run the table. Go Lions. I like the way you're thinking. And good morning to you, too. Big D, our defense is going to be suffocating. I hope they do. Hatman, will Jerry Jones pay the refs in this game because he is still butthurt from the beating we gave him? We'll find out. We'll find out tonight. Bird time. Trump, yes. Okay. Michael, don't see any NFL team in the league built like the Detroit Lions. 16-1 plus Lombardi. These next two seasons, they should be 8-0 now. They should be, but like we said before, man, you coach long enough, you play long enough, it's going to happen. You're going to drop a game you didn't think you should, and probably in looking back now, they should not have lost that Tampa Bay game, but maybe it did them some good. Sarge, good morning. Dan and the Duke Crew, exclamation point. Game day, thought it would never come. Lions win 34-17. Woo! I'm down with that, my friend. Berg time. Let's go, Lions. It's game day. Woo! Let's see. Hetman, come on, Trump's a genius. Enough. Take it somewhere else. Yes, none of the political stuff here. Joe C., how do y'all think DeMarco Jones is going to play in place of Tyler Decker? I think he'll, if he's the option they go with, I think they'll be okay. Is he going to be the same as Tyler Decker? No. But I'd say if Decker's an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 as a tackle, then, DeMarco Jones, I think, is a 7. So there's going to be a drop-off, but it's not like going to be going to a 0. Let's see. George, what do you got? Good morning, Coach and Duke Crew. Let's go, Lions. Back at you, my friend. Good to see you this morning. Michael, good morning, all, and same to you. Johnny O, boom, boom, goes to the lights, 100%. Damon, time to mess with the Texans again. Texas again. Bring down J-Mo. Woo! Yeah, I'm guessing he's ready to go after a couple of weeks of vacation. Pitts, aka AP, I trust whatever the coaching staff does because they have not failed us yet. And the 7-1 standing, along with how much confidence the team is playing with, proves it. 38-12 Lions. Woo! Woo! I'm down with all the above. Let's get that big win. That'd be nice to win comfortably like that. Doug, I'm asking, how did we lose to Tampa? It happens, man. Things happen. We just didn't execute in the red zone for the most part. Give Tampa some credit, too. They made some plays. Let's see. The centralizer, red zone offense tanked against Tampa. Yeah, that's pretty much accurate. Well, I want to say we had over 400 yards against them, but just didn't score enough points. Break time. Terrible play calling. Everybody was unprepared, still in preseason mode. Just rust, Doug. Yeah, that's probably about right. Big D, who the heck is Jamarco Jones? Why isn't our rookie starting? Jamarco Jones, he's been in the league for a while, and he played pretty well in the preseason, in my opinion. I could understand them wanting to start him over, say, Manu. Maybe I think Manu, it sounds like he's improved quite a bit, but I don't know if they're ready to have him as your starting left tackle as of yet. JDC, I vote to remove Dallas Cowboys from being America's team. I think you probably are getting your wish there. Johnny L, Doug, shake my head over that. Fair enough. Well, everyone has an off day there, Doug. Yes, they do. Brent, Z Boom coming. Oh yeah. There you go. Big D, 99 proms. That's his name. Okay, we'll go with that. Damian, if he played tonight, not tonight. He's out for now, probably in a couple more weeks, a couple more games. Bo, here comes Zaboom. Let's drop the Zaboom, says Johnny. Let's see. Thomas, Z is not expected to play tonight. All right, we'll see. Hookadoo, JDC, I haven't considered them America's team since 63. Lions rule. Okay with that. Per Ian Rappaport. Okay, then maybe he'll sit out tonight. We'll find out. Central BB is working for free today with those fines he incurred. Yeah, it was a little bit of one, but the finger flag waving, that's something he could have controlled. George, is Collins playing tonight? That last I knew, he was a game time decision. JDC, Hookadoo, thumbs up. Matty B, sup, do crew, exclamation point. Let's go. Woo! All of the above. Dennis, yes. Lions Talk Live fan plays Z first quarter, then as needed. Fair enough. Bo, looking forward to the bet of the century. Ooh, that's coming up here in a few weeks. The centralizer of one game at a time. Let's go Lions. No easy games in the NFL. No, there is not. Bird time. I'll be at Ford Field next week. Can't wait. Love this team 100% and go enjoy it, my friend. Jesse, good morning. Duke crew. Love you guys. Go Lions. Woo! Back at you. Josie, Big D, DeMarco Jones played for Seattle Seahawks. He is 28 years old, was recently cut from the Tennessee Titans for getting fights with some people in the practice squad. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he got in a few fights. Hookadoo, Broski is going to bet 150, be 150 poor. Is that what you guys put down? Hoy. I don't remember that, but hey, it's been a while. Let's see, TCKG, good morning. Lions Sunday pumped, 100%, my friend. Joseph, he's supposed to be pretty good at his position, though. Yes, I agree. He played very well in the preseason. And again, if it wasn't for the temperament, he probably would be on an NFL roster starting. Not the same Jordan Love that I saw play against the Cowboys. No. I mean, Jordan Love, I think we all remember last year, the first half of the season, he looked like a rookie, basically. And then the second half, he caught fire. So far this year, he's kind of regressed a little bit. But the other part of it is, people now have more film on him. They know his tendencies. They're using those against him, just like they are with C.J. Stroud. Joe C. DeMarco Jones, not DeMarco. Yeah, I knew we were going with that. At least I thought. JDC, Stereo Broskis, I think both channels have shorted out. It might be. Phil, what sport does Jen like? Soccer. She does like soccer. Big D, Joe C., why he started and not shift with our line around, give our rookies some time. Yeah, maybe just let the rookies have more time. Let's see, TCKG, Z not playing. He's playing next Sunday. Okay, fair enough. Hey, we'll go with that then. We'll see you next week. Joe C, Big D, good question, but I reckon because he's a better guard. All right. Lion Dog, what do you got? Good morning, Duke Crew. Lions Talk Live is the best. Thanks for that, man. Hopefully you're enjoying the show and being a part of the Duke Crew. JDC, Puff, and Woo Coffee at Lions Talk Live. That's a great start to every morning. Detroit Lions fan, it's game day. Go Lions 100%. TCKG, 100-0 Lions. Man, that would be a nice one. And then you probably might have that guy in Green Bay talking about running up the score. Hatman JDC, best part of waking up. Woo, 100%. Zoom, what do you got? I think it will be 35-17 Lions. I like that one. Matt B, 31-17 Motor City Kitties. Let's see, TCKG laughing. George, Lions 28-17. The centralizer, let's see, Lions 31-17. Lions Talk Live fan 41-17. Kim 34-28. Lions, JMO 2 scores. I'm okay with that. Phil, Lions are better on the road this year. 36-17 Lions. I concur with that, Phil. Good to see you as always in the morning, my friend. JDC Hatman, thumbs up and woo! Okay. Joe C, everybody have a great day. Go Lions, one pride, baby. Woo! All of the above. And you have a great day as well, my friend. JDC, tick, tick, tick. Phil, if the Pats beat the Bears, they may fire the head coach. They're really after Ben Johnson. Bears win. Yeah, if the Bears, if they lose the Pats, man, that would be Broski Bear. We may never see him again. Phil, y'all go okay. Johnny V, salute and thank you to the USA veterans. There you go. Phil, tick tock, tick, tick tock, tick, 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 all the above. Let's see, Johnny, tick, tick, tick. There you go. Ezra, great. Good morning, Dan of the Drew Crew. Lions 34, Texans 20. I'll go with that. Phil is equaling. Okay. Let's see, JDC, Tree of Destiny, Tree of Destiny, Tree of Destiny. Let's see, Trump's Batman, your president. Okay, fair enough. Let's see, Johnny L, JDC, laughing out loud. Phil, it's 10 seconds to midnight for the Texans. They will be smashed pumpkins by the fourth quarter. I think that's a good take there, Phil, and a nice reference. Let's see, Hatman, Trump, yes, he is, but this is the place. Correct. Yeah, not politics here. Bo, not political, but it would be fun to see someone do the quote Trump TD celebration. Could be. I'm not really sure what the celebration is, but we'll find out. Phil, what time is the game on Thanksgiving? I want to say 12:30 is typically the kickoff for the Lions game. Bo, 12:30. Okay. Trump, now Chase phrase. Okay. Chaos phrase. Johnny V, I don't always eat bullhorns, but when I do, I'm in Houston. Okay. Good to know. Lions Talk Live fan. Bears clock. There you go. Choked. Let's see. JDC Magic 8 Ball says Lions 33, Texans 20. I would take that. Johnny V, Bo Booth, that would be great. A thumbs up. I concur. James, I say if Z plays, he will get a sack. I hope you're right about that. Phil, I hear Texans have great barbecue. Let's smoke the Texans. All right. Yeah, there is some good food down in Texas. Bo, Phil, with or without sauce? Hot sauce for me. Courtney, Ali McNeil, 3 sacks! Exclamation points. Woo! I'll go with that, man. That'd be a great day for Liam, and he deserves it. Let's see. Lions Talk Live fan. Bills, the only possible tough loss. It's really hard to see. I mean, there's some teams that you could clearly say, look at the list, that, yeah, they could beat the Lions, but there ain't many of them. I mean, there's not many there. I think you walk in going, man, this is an iffy game. Phil, I like sauce on the side. Dry rub, baby. Okay. Johnny V. So 32 was fined 32,000. 20,000, I think is what it adds up to. A little over 20,000, Johnny. Let's see. Lions Talk Live fans, 6 sacks, 25 pressures, 4 interceptions, 41-17. Woo! I would take that and be a great day for the Lions. The centralizer, let's see. We locked up the division home field by early, and I think we may rest players and be vulnerable for a loss. Could be my thought on it, and not that I disagree with what you're saying. My thought is, let's say the last 2 weeks of the regular season or last week of the season, we have all of those things locked up. I'd play the starters the first half just so they're not, too rusty, and then give them the second half off. Try to give them as much rest as possible while not incurring rust. Tommy, let's go Lions. Can I have a Sheila? Woo! You want a Sheila? I'll give you a Sheila. 1, 2, 3. And there you go with a Sheila. Phil, going to the memorial for the let's see, Maritime Academy doc. Many crew went to school in Traverse City. RIP. Yeah, sorry to hear about that. And thoughts and prayers. Super Bowl Wilson. Let's see. Pistons play Houston Rockets today, though, too. Hey, how about that, man? Maybe Detroit just takes over Houston. JDC, Phil, thanks, Phil. Now I'm hungry for barbecue at 6:30 in the morning. You are not the only one, man. See, great. Jamie will be the X Factor today. I hope you are right, and I think you're right. Phil, laughing out loud, I'm never turning down brisket. Okay. Hookadoo, Phil, 6 of the crew lived in the Toledo area. I did not know that. JDC, Ezra Gray, and eventually Z will be the Z Factor. Ooh, I see what you did there. Vermin, do you think JMO goes off for 2 touchdowns? I think there's a real possibility there because I think if more and more teams are trying to get to Goff and because they are trying to send extra people with the blitzes, you do leave some favorable matchups for Jameson Williams, among other people, to go out there and try to get scores. Centralized, I'm curious with Decker being out, how the D-line is going to look. We'll find out later tonight, man. I don't have any inside information on what they're going to do as of right now. Phil, I have stories from many Great Lakes sailors as I worked the cath lab at the hospital for 20 years. Okay. Hopefully you had some good fun with it. Flathead, the NFL will have to throw out Goff for the Texans to win. Woo! Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. Johnny V, I'm loving this team and loving the season. Let's go! Exclamation point. New Orleans will soon be known as the Motor City South. I'm down with that. Dominic, good morning from Texas. Hopefully it's a great day for you down there in Texas. See, Sarge, Green Bay a second time in San Fran looks scary. See, GG at Detroit is so advantage. Yes, it'll be an advantage. Still, 90% chance of 16-1. I'll take that. I'd say J-Mo, Lion King. I don't think the Lion they will change Sewell because that means 2 changes. Okay, could be that too. Yeah, could be 100%. Phil, the league suspends Goff for running away with all the awards. Nike offers. Okay, the NFL. Yeah, I got you. That the NFL offers. Okay. Benjamin, good morning, Dan. Exclamation points. I think the loss to the Bucs was enough to teach us never to abandon the team we are. Correct. Run the ball with the best duel and the best offensive line. This isn't a team we can't. Yeah, there isn't a team left that we can't beat. I agree with that. 100% with that. I'd say Norma, let's go Lions. I'm down with that. Dominic, Brian Branch with a big game, 2 INTs, 1 fumble recovery. Okay. Norma, draft O-line. I think you'll be either that or defensive line. Let's see, the centralized, I think we draft O-line. Yeah, I would say, especially with some of the guys, like Glasgow, and hate to say it, but with Frank Ragnow, I probably would start drafting in grooming guys for the future. Phil, will Branch be holding back at all? I don't think so. I don't think it's his nature, but been wrong before. Doug, tackle, guard, and center. Okay. James, I don't know. I'd still draft a linebacker. Fair enough. Johnny V, I see Dan Campbell and Goff, and will the whole dang team picking confetti off their heads. Yeah, we get the Super Bowl. We're going to win it, and we'll be picking off that confetti. Nora, who gets the sacks today, McNeil? Oh, man, I hope it's a group of Lions getting them. See, Miles Mark, greetings, salutations, coach and crew. Rip, Fitz, and all the other Marines. This is the Stempify household. Happy birthday. No brown shirts here, okay? Aaron, Lions 41-23. I'll go with that. JDC, Dre 4 rocks, and he rolls. Let's see, Flathead got a kid, his biggest fish last night, 12 pounds. I got a 26. Wow, the 26, that's huge, man. Now the Lions will win a great weekend. Well, hopefully it is a phenomenal end of the weekend with the game tonight. All right, Phil, does Dan wear Lions boxers? Do I have any Lions boxers? No, I don't. I got tons of Lions gear, but no boxers. Dominic, I'm going 46-9 Lions in a blowout. That would be a great win. Doug, big key, keeping Goff standing. I agree with that. Patrick Nixon, what do you got? My first cousin and his crew were there repping Detroit. All right, well, hopefully they have a great time at the game. James, Flathead Rock, awesome. Flathead Frank, awesome. Hookadoo, Patricia, thumbs up. Phil, can't wait for Dan's play-by-play. I think Dan enjoys getting wound up. We need to get Dan a spotter. Can we get a both background in the game, Dan, and a headphone mic combo? I'll work on that. That's actually not a bad idea. Try to set up a background picture or something like that. So I'll work on that. Who gets Lion sacks? I'm hoping a few different people. Cue ball, what do you got? Couldn't sleep last night, and I'm still awake. This game has me amped. Well, go get some sleep before the game, man. It's going to be a long one for you. All right, since we got like a minute and a half here, I'm just going to power through, try to get some people who haven't been on as much. Miles Margaret, Patrick Nixon, Hookadoo, wonderful, and good morning. But good morning to y'all. Gil, okay. Mike 505, good morning, coach. Game time. Woo, woo, 100%, my friend. Muddy Edits, what do you got? I'd like to believe the Lions have built an NFL version of the 92 Dream Team. I think you might be right with that. 505, Mike, what do you got? Hope that blind side gets protected. Need to draft a replacement next year. Might have to start working on grooming it. Maybe that's what Manu will grow into. I don't know. What time? What is it time? Senja, okay. Let's see, Michael. Let's get at least 4 sacks, please. Yes, he's not, says Michael. George, he won't play. Adam Scheffler reported. Okay, thanks for that. I didn't see that this morning before I got ready for air. It's time for JMO to be unleashed. All right. Twin Peaks coach, good morning. This game is going to showcase what the future of our defensive line is going to look like, and will be a good test. It will be. Let's see, JDC Detroit Lions rebuilding since 57. Stay tuned to Coach Dan Lions Talk Live for more updates. Go Lions. Thanks for that shameless plug, my friend. Let's see, Legends of Dryle. Let's see, So there is a chance that he could still play. I'm talking about Za'Darius. Is it possible? At least when I went on air, and I haven't checked anything since being on air, he was still listed as questionable. But maybe some of you guys are right. Maybe Adam Scheffler's come out and said, no, he's not going to play tonight. I don't know. That's something I can't answer for you guys right now. So if you do have the answer, throw it in the comments section. Twin Peaks, I don't think you're in rebuilding mode anymore when you win a division and make the playoffs. Yeah, fair enough. I'd say Bird Time, thank you for all you do, Dan. It's not easy what you do. Respect, bud. Go Lions. Thanks for that, Bird Time, and thanks for all you do to help out with stuff. Doug, mid-season grades for our defensive line, Coach Williams. I'd say I'd give him a solid B+. JDC, Twin Peaks, true that. All right, Q-Ball, what comment is he reading? I don't even see them in the chat. I just go through the chat and just read them all. So your comments and everybody else's, I just scroll on down and start reading them. Robert, Lions 38, Texans 13. Tommy, Za'Darius isn't playing today. Fair enough. And thank you for that, by the way. Let's see. Looking for some other stuff here. Looking for some. Vernon, it's such a track meet today. Lions 42, Houston 28. Could be a track meet indeed. Let's see. Norma, who will get a sack today? Hopefully 7 different Lions get sacks today. Zane, how are you asking if Smith got on the plane? Did you not see him in Allen Park at the Pistons game? Regardless, he is not playing today. No, I didn't watch anything. Jen and I went out last night. We got some tickets to some shows, so that's what I know about it. And got home at whatever it was, 12:30 in the morning. Went to bed. Got up at about 5 o'clock today and started getting ready for the show. So anything else, I would not have seen. Let's see. Moonscar, Aleem, 2 sacks. I'm down with that. Jason, Dan Adamas predicted the Lions would lose back-to-back games, Green Bay and Texans, and they're only 2 losses. Hey, well, thankfully he was wrong about Green Bay. Hopefully he'll be wrong tonight too. TCKG, Dan Campbell for Coach of the Year. If it's not him, it's rigged. That might be a lot of truth to that. Johnny V, the Lions fans will set a record for most woos, yells, and tears when we're at the Super Bowl. Fair enough, and let's go with that. Patrick, happy birthday to all my Marine brothers and sisters out there. Okay, and yes, say happy birthday. Let's see, JDC, Trevor Nowoski, first sack. He's already got 2 on the season. Maybe he'll get 1 more today, though. All right, so maybe he'll keep that streak going for him. Vern, roar, go Lions. Let's see, 42-23. I'm down with that. Moonscar, Phil, loved the thumbnail. Need a Ric Flair guitar with a woo bar. There you go. Now that's not a bad idea. Za'Darius Smith out tonight. Hey, let him rest up and get ready for next week then. Let's see, Doug, who will be on the 2025 roster, Houston or Nowoski? I'll go with Trevor, probably on that one. That's my guess there. All right, JDC, Moonscar Blade, that would be a great name for the Lions Sports Bar. That would be a pretty good one. Lions Talk Live fan, hit that thumbs up button. Yes, if you would, please. Bo, Duke Crew, woo, bar. There you go. Philippines, no Nico Collins playing. I think, as far as I know, before I got on air, he was still a game time decision. I don't think if he's officially been ruled one way or the other. Same with Tank. Draft pass rusher, they might just do that. Lions Talk Live fan. Philippines, I'd draft Decker and Ragnar's replacement and a linebacker. They might do that. Let's see, JDC, it'd be crazy. Woos to the left, woos to the right, woos all over the place. All over the place. We're just wooing it up. Philippines, happy birthday to my fellow Marines, past and present, and Semper Fi. Let's see, Hetman, stuck in the middle with you, 100%. Bird Time, who asks, like that's, okay, it happens. Let's see, Derek, let's go Goffense. Let's make the Goffense powerful. JDC laughing. Tommy, I'm in Toledo too. Enjoy it. To you, Brent, happy trails, one pride worldwide. Oh, yeah. All the above, my friend. All the above. And hopefully have a great one. JDC, happy trails, go Lions victory. Vern, Philippines, who's going to hold St. Brown? We'll find out. JDC, tick, tick, tick. Burger time. Maybe limit how many posts you can do. Sometimes people post way too much. It happens, man. I don't know if there is a way to do that, but I enjoy you guys, conversing with each other. Let's see, Ron, claws up, bears down. Okay. Hookadoo, Tommy, yep, the same south here in Reynolds area. Okay. Rock, 1957 was the year my brother was born, and I blamed him for the Lions' woes. Hey, might be good. Blame him some more. Hopefully they break that curse. The centralizer, T5 opening day firearms deer season. Good luck, hunters. Venison is good for you. All right, we'll go with that. And yes, venison, I like venison chili, especially with hot sauce. Thomas, 45-17, Lions win. I'll go. Yeah, I would take that all day, man. And good to see you, by the way. It's been a minute. Let's see, Joseph, South Beach Lions fan here. Let's go. There you go. Ronald B, go Lions. Ronald B, greetings and salutations from the thumb. We'll enjoy it. All right, guys, if there is some breaking news later today, I'll get it over to you as quick as possible. Other than that, man, hey, hope you all have a great day. Get ready for Lions game. Yes, I will do the live cast tonight. I'll have the thumbnail up here, I don't know, probably about the next 15 minutes or so. So give me a little time to make that, put it up, and you want to join the Duke crew and myself for the game, feel free to do just that. All right, go do something kind for somebody you don't know. Say something nice to someone you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe give your significant siblings or parents or whoever, give them just a random call and just tell them how much you appreciate them. Other than that, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you guys all on tonight's live cast, Lions Talk Live. Take care, everybody. You're still here? What are you doing here? It's over. The show's over. Go home.